Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Salute the Sun with What Team Comp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and we are back in the adventure of this group of Healy friends who have a run-in with pirates, Sahagwin, and they're a little bit tired right now. It's been a long day, but gosh dang it, they are victorious. So you guys are at the site of where the pool had been summoning. You've got, the bodies of the fallen around you, as you are wont to do after battle. What would you guys like to do?
Sit down.
Please.
I'm raiding the big
Find
boy.
treasure. Yeah,
I'm
just
yeah. I have an agenda. I'm grabbing the big boy.
The boy or the sword, the halberd?
Everything on him. I'm going through him.
Okay.
Mhm.
You find his pole arm, which was a glaive. He's wearing a very interesting set of medium shark scale like armor. It doesn't look to be made of actual shark skin, from what you can tell. But
You said shark scale, so I was real confused
Skin,
for a second.
that's why it's a little bit odd. It's scale like. He has a number of gold bracelets that he's wearing, like multiple,
the bling.
as well as a ring on his finger that is the image of a shark kind of wrapped around his finger.
Julius thinks this man likes sharks.
What gave it away?
Okay, treasure. Julius is going to go searching for treasure now, and he's going to walk away and just start going through whatever these pots are.
The pots are this really strange liquid, and it's like nothing you've really ever seen before. No real nature check to try and figure it out because it's not actually something that you would be able to figure out.
It smells like something my father used to cook. Okay, whatever. He just keeps walking away.
Wait, Jules, did you know your father?
I was
The
thinking
man
something.
who raised me,
Hmm.
adopted me, something. Terms. Ooh, look, a pool of water, and he just dips his
The
head
pool of water is not there anymore, by the way.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
There goes that escape.
Yep. Well, the person who needed to use it for an escape used it as an escape.
I was trying to use it to get out of the conversation.
I imagine he actually does that and just walks towards where the water was. Like, Julius, there's no water there. No, there's totally water.
It's okay, Julius will find the water.
Oh yeah, aren't I like multicolored?
Aren't you multi what?
Colored.
Yes, you are currently red, yellow, and blue.
Oh, yeah! You are this hideous mixture of coloration.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm poking her. I'm poking her skin. I want to see if I press, like... You know how if you... This is horrible. But you know how if you press on a white person, like, hard enough, their skin turns pink for a brief moment? Yeah, I'm doing that to see if the blue comes back.
You press it, and the red and yellow mixes together, and there's like this orange coloration.
It's worse.
Paris,
Yeah,
mine becomes
like-
whiter. What's what?
Wait, what? No, I
When
said they
press down,
become
it becomes
pink.
whiter.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
mine
don't
just
know.
becomes whiter.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with you.
No, that's actually how you... Because it gets rid of them.
Every time I do it to one of my friends, they just turn pink. But she's
Sounds like
kind
you
of...
got some weird white friends. Not my problem.
I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Yeah, I got weird white friends. I'm looking at Nat with the most, like... It's the weirdest mixture of horrified and disgusted that you will ever see on her face.
No.
I...
As bad as the West.
Wait, what? Man, you cut out.
I can only imagine my hair.
Because it's a mixture of all three colors.
He's cute.
That was out of character, but that's still my sin.
Hmm. Babe, I'll always love you. I'm gonna say that right now. But she like unties her hair and holds it so she can see it for herself. Wait, I have a mirror. I'll hold the mirror up. I'm really hoping this is temporary. You look like a collage of watercolor that my younger brother put together.
That's not inaccurate.
Oh, please stop me way to reverse this.
Can I figure out why? Can I figure out what's going on
Nope.
at all?
It's one of those sort of things where you guys do not have the knowledge, even with your bardic stuff, you've not really heard about this happening before.
You basically got rabbit jacked for anyone who has played that far in Skyrim. Holy
And what if I just
shit.
like grab an obsidian skull and I ask it? Because I still got like 3 of those.
You have to make the Arcana check.
Out of character, would I be able to?
You can try
Only
if
one
that's
way
what
to
you're going
find
to
out.
attempt. Yeah, only one way to find out.
Suppose so. Nah, I ain't wasting one of those. I'll deal with it for now, I guess. If it's like 3 days and it doesn't change back, that might.
If it's for 3 days, we're gonna spy Nat in the corner with the skull, muttering to herself like a fucking maniac.
Good.
Good.
Oh, goodness. Maybe when we get back to the mainland, we can find someone who can reverse it.
It's up, so.
I mean, it doesn't look too bad.
Julius thinks that a clown threw up on you.
Really kind of winces.
Oh, he.
Oh.
If you tilt your head to the right 45 degrees, Julius thinks you look much worse. That is an improvement.
I mean, it's all about the angles, I guess, in some scenarios.
I love the idea that 3 different people are surrounding that, just like, this is horrible.
No, but Talon's not near it. He's just adding to the conversation. He's still going through this guy.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot. He doesn't have like anything monetarily on him. He does have a talisman in one of his pockets.
Talisman.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, very shark thematic, but this one shows a shark with like 4 arms.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Okay.
Like
Where
like
shark?
Slap shark.
oh yeah, a shark that's like looking quote unquote straight on into the camera, if you will.
It's
With
like that
4
picture
arms.
of the one dog. You know, but not the monster arms. So is it like buff?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
it is buff.
That's sick.
This is strange. I'll take it all. Sure, even the man's jewelry and rings, I'll
Yep.
yoink. Can any of
You
us
have his
figure out
armor?
if this stuff is magical or no?
You'd have to either detect magic or identify to know if it's magical. It's got like runic writings on like the haft of the weapon and things like that, but again, you'd have to double check to know. It could just be inscriptions to make it look magical without actually having the purpose of being magical.
If only Box was here.
Box is taking a nap. The shrooms are hitting a little hard. You might be having an existential crisis.
All right. Is there anything else in the cavern of it?
In this cavern, there's the pots, as was mentioned. Faria is taking care of destroying the circle by sacred flaming the absolute shit out of it.
I could not hear anything you just said except for that last bit.
You were sacred flaming the shit out of the circle, and in the room, besides anything you want to take off of the priests, which most of the priests are, they're not wearing much. Let's just put it that way. The most that the other creatures have is bits of. Let me actually double check what they have on them. Nope, not that. No. Yep. They have spears on them that look like they're made from things like coral and such like that. Not actually made of wood, since, well, there's no wood under the sea.
Fiery
Exactly.
is not interested in looting them. They're just destroying the circle.
Oh, doesn't matter. Julius has already done so.
No gold on
walks
any of them
over.
either.
He huffs onto his rag, his handkerchief, and he tries to rub the color off of Nathala, just like. Julius doesn't think this is coming off.
I appreciate the effort nonetheless.
Nobody's more confused, trying to figure out if he just spit on a rag and tried to rub it on her skin, or if he just breathed on it.
Do you ask him?
Yeah.
Julius just did this.
I'm sorry, seeing the sound effect. I just couldn't hold it. I think this is the magical shit that we're gonna have to get reversed.
Also, don't forget, if you guys are still able to see the map, there are 2 exit ways that were to the north of the map side, I mean.
Julius thinks we should go check out the paths ahead.
I mean, I could get knocked over currently by a firm breeze. So
Well, we can. Julius can send Reynard. He just needs 10 minutes to bring Reynard back to life.
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
Where's
Julius. Julius is gonna come over to this nice fancy circle they have and pull out the ingredients they find familiar and use their ritual circle.
There isn't really a circle left.
Maria's been burning it.
Well, it depends if that's been working. It's magic. We don't know.
Hasn't been working on.
Has what been working? Just trying to wipe it off? Again, it's not wiping off.
No. Freya's burning of it.
Oh, burning of it? It's definitely scarring the ground, which means that it is becoming
Julius then goes and wipes
unintelligible.
that.
It's becoming unintelligible. Because
Yeah,
it is,
but it's still there. Okay.
yeah. Essentially,
Julius
if
asks
there's
you to
anything,
stop for a moment. He wishes to try something.
if there's anything runic about it, then the destruction of the words and such would be technically helpful with that, because it would mean that it would become inusable.
I'd say
I will
since Riley's
spend
been
10
doing
minutes
it all
to
the time,
bring
that would-
back my dear friend.
Excuse me.
Alright, bring back Reynard over 10 minutes, as one does.
Because I figure we still got a couple minutes. Julius wonders, should we also just take a short rest? While we're here,
I would be.
I'll sit here and rest and send Reynard ahead and keep an eye out.
That sounds good.
Julius is just gonna go sit in a corner and act like he's playing, like, not literally, but kind of like playing a video game. He's just gonna zone out, and you're gonna see him sway and move as if he's Renard, like VR style.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna go peek down, I guess, the right of those 2 tunnels.
All right, so going down the right tunnel. The right tunnel, as Reynard is kind of peeking it, I'm guessing he's doing this invisibly just as he does.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You see that there's a like bunch of you would call it bedding. It's essentially sailors' bedding where it's laid out in a way that is meant to be easily packed up, but would be hooked into things on a ship. Like you could easily hook it onto your shoulder and just leave it there. Um, and all of these beds seem to be around well, not around so much as near to various piles of goods. A lot of things like pottery, different sorts of other valuables, as well as a rather large, what you can only describe as being some kind of shrine of this. Again, it's a shark-like entity, 4 arms with a weapon in each hand. There's lots of treasures and whatnot around. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here. Looks like everyone was called in and gathered around for whatever ritual they were performing.
Julius is going to snap out of it and go, "Okay, Julius found treasure. Bye." And he's just going to start walking down that tunnel.
I will grab him by the back of his pants.
There's no one in there. Julius didn't see anyone. But so much treasure.
That doesn't mean that it ain't trapped.
Julius feels that risk might be worth the reward.
He's still holding on to his pants. Just sit down for
Julius
just a
doesn't
bit,
have another pair of pants and doesn't wish to rip them.
then don't pull. Sit down for just a bit. Let me rest for a second and I'll come with you, okay? Because if a trap gets you, you ain't gonna know for a second.
Julius might not notice at all.
Just sit back for a bit, alright?
You see him do that very visible harumph and like, fine.
Thank you.
Julius gets first dibs.
She nodded her head. And I'm taking a short rest.
Same.
Okay. So you guys have a short rest. Anything you wish to discuss during said short rest?
Hang on. Are we level 5 or 6? I know we leveled up, but I can't remember to what.
6.
Thank you.
Batalion's looking at this glaive whenever they're leveling. Or he's leveling. Not leveling.
Resting.
Julius is going to spend most of the time staring at Nathala. And about halfway through, he'll go, "You know, the more Julius looks at you, the more he thinks it does not look good. But it also looks like you're, like, moving, and it kind of makes Julius feel sick to his stomach."
You are experiencing what most of the world would call seasickness. You have never known this because you were born under the ocean.
This motion sickness
Just from
really just
Julius isn't moving.
really manages to squeak out.
Julius thinks you're moving, but you're not moving.
That's what motion sickness does.
Julius is very confused by this statement because he doesn't understand the theory of ocean sickness.
You go in the ocean and it's fine. There's no sickness. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Julius is very confused by all this. And he's just going to continue to stare at him.
Really, really gently turns his head away from that before he pukes.
And then he goes back, but he's doing it. He keeps changing the angles on it. Like he's trying to find that one angle where it becomes modern art.
Oh my god, Joyce the best.
Headstand like, nope, still not good.
How the fuck did you notice that?
Oh, Julius has help, and you notice that the bottom of his legs are being held up by Flying Reynard to help him hold balance.
Freaking Reynard this is like Tails lifting Sonic. That fox is struggling.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just to help him maintain balance, and the wall helps too.
I know what I'm doing actually during the short rest. Grr.
Yep.
Battalion leaves the room,
Okay.
but not towards those exits. He goes towards the other one. I'm going towards the cave entrance.
Okay.
And I'm taking like his stuff with me.
Okay.
And once I get to the cave entrance, I'm just throwing all of it in the water.
Okay.
As far as I can.
Okay.
Say a quick prayer to Nalakish and then walk back.
Gotcha.
Sacrifice! Or excuse me, no, offering, in this case.
Well, no. Also,
So, did you do them one by one or all at once?
one by one.
So Julius just he takes a stop every time he gets to an angle, looks over there, sees him pull another body away, and just goes to a new angle.
He threw the stuff, not the
No,
people.
the items that the guy had on him. Don't worry, he can get to the people next.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought he was saying. Is he was doing it to
Yeah.
the individual fish people?
He's also doing it to the fish people, but that's after he's doing the
Items
individual
first.
items of the main.
Julius thinks that's a waste.
You're right.
Julius might go and collect it later.
I think it would have sunk out of your range by now.
It's a little harbor, so it's not like it's going to the bottom of the pool.
Oh, I thought he was taking it to the ocean.
He is taking it to the ocean, but there's a little
But
like
even-
basin for the cave.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Unless
like,
he's going out to the drop point.
Yeah.
He's going as far as he can out of the cave, like towards where the rock stops of the cave, basically.
So you're getting
Then
into
yeah,
the
he
boat.
wouldn't be
Shocking.
going out to the drop
Okay,
point.
yeah.
That's still shore.
You are not taking
Yeah.
a short rest then. Any hip dice that you're spending, you do not get.
No, I'm not. I'm staying at the cave.
Mm-hmm. But you are doing
I-
an active thing. So you would
Yeah,
not be
that
taking a
maybe
short
takes
rest to
10
do this.
minutes.
Hmm?
It maybe takes 10 minutes.
No, if you're taking like all this stuff out, it will take more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm focusing on getting a rest first, so it's like get rest, then I do that.
Okay. I needed that preface because it sounded like you were doing that while everyone else was resting.
Because technically, for Julius to get a rest, he has to spend an extra 10 minutes because he spent 10 minutes summoning
Yes.
something. So I have time to chuck.
Chuck without the discrimination of someone who's like, no, wait, no, that could be valuable.
Yeah. He's been
I-
basically telling Nalakish to take it as a trophy.
I ain't touching shit that these motherfuckers wanted. I'm just saying that right now. Excuse me, that they're wearing.
Mhm.
They already tried to eat me twice, man.
There is also the left path, by the way.
Do you know what you should do then if they've tried to eat you twice? You should eat them.
Okay, so the worst part is as you say that, you do see her eyes slowly drag towards the Sahagwin.
Julius thinks that would be a nice meaty fillet, and he points to one of their chests.
Nat, you got one opportunity to stop this because you know she's about to drive.
To try what?
Eating a
eat.
Sahagwin.
Oh god, no. Yeah, she would try and stop you.
Start carving into them.
You've done
Many
it for
you do not
years!
even know where they have been.
In the ocean.
Sahagwin
before
sashimi,
that-
sashimi.
I'm fucking sorry.
I mean, when you inevitably puke, I suppose I will hold your hair. At least for most of it.
Looks at the shoulder length hair.
Julius still thinks it's a worthwhile investigation into eating them.
She stops carving.
I
I
know.
don't know, Paris. I'm looking
Julius
at
will
that
feed
waistline
it to
here.
Box.
At least shoulder blade length, I would say. And even shoulder length hair can get in your face.
Oh no, I know, I have shoulder length hair.
furry
Wait,
Rollo
did you
keeps
say
like
you were trying to do it?
Rollo
Yes.
keeps gently bumping the bottom of your chin with their head, just boop, boop. Little nuzzles.
Julius says, everyone knows goblins have great physiology. They can eat anything. They're like raccoons.
I'd say that's more kobolds, but that's just me.
Lily's just kind of like sucking in her bottom lip, like, mm. Mm-mm.
And then he just holds out a piece of fish to the Swahawag, and one of them, he looks at Box. Fish?
I don't think. Yeah, fuck it.
Are you going
You know
to
what,
attempt
fine.
to carve and eat?
Watsy
Monty will eat it immediately.
just throws it right up above his head.
Like, I'm almost certain there's no freaking hesitation for that one.
Is it fish or Sahagwan meat?
It's a hard one! Yep, there it is!
Ugh, he wouldn't
See,
be caught dead
Julius
eating fish.
thinks he's just fine. He's not changing color or nothing.
Does he start dry heaving?
He makes like a face like a ew, but not. I mean, you're throwing him raw Sahagwan meat, so.
I mean, he's a drink, so I didn't think the raw bit was what would bug it.
Also, congratulations, guys! You're getting him the good taste of
Oh,
humanoid.
humanoid!
Yeah.
It's fine. Just eat him already.
One bite and you're
I was
hooked.
just like sitting there like I can't tell my girlfriend what she can and can't do with her pet.
Besides, Julius does not consider these things humanoids.
Giving your bulldog human flesh. That's a great idea.
Okay, no, here's the thing. Giving your bulldog human flesh is not a bad idea if you want him to attack intruders, and so long as you do it on command.
Why are we
Yes.
discussing this?
Because everyone wants to talk about the long pig.
Because I know way too much about shit like this. It's
These
fine.
other
it's fine.
white meat.
I'm sorry.
You're the ones choosing this, not me.
But yes, after I get done chucking,
So this
are
after
we
the
ready
short
to
rest,
go?
you go and
Yeah,
check
are we
those
ready
out.
to go? So are we ready to go check for the treasure then?
Julius is sitting there at the tunnel, like
I'm
in
coming.
what I can only describe as, the runner's pose when they're at the starting line waiting,
Oh yeah, where they're like basically jogging in place.
and he's just standing there like,
I'm coming. Slowly roll. I'll stand up and walk over to him.
Julius thinks we should have Box check for traps. Julius
No.
feels that Box would be good at traps.
No, Box is sleeping. He stays asleep.
I'll check for traps as we go along.
Was
Roll
it
an
the
No.
investigation
fish?
check.
No
Hey,
waking
Julie.
up, Box.
If Julius wishes to help, then he's free to.
Sure.
Wow.
No traps.
I'll start walking. We're okay.
Julius didn't think they were trappers anyway. Treasure.
Alright, what do we got in here, Don?
As I mentioned, sleeping bags that are made out of dubious materials, as well as the statue of a large entity, shark-like in nature, with 4 arms, each holding a weapon. There is, now that you're actually like looking it over, there is a engraving into it, but it's in a language I don't think any of you will understand.
Not anymore!
No, but
Sam, you got rid of Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yep!
I believe Fyria still has that.
Spirea never had it. She had the be able to cast comprehend languages, I believe.
Ah.
Well, then
As
she could
for
still
if
do
she can
that.
read. Yeah, I was
You
gonna
turn
say.
around to ask her. She's not behind you.
Oh boy. I'll head into the other room.
Yep, she's still in the main room. Still sitting by where you guys have been resting.
I'll walk up to them. Freya?
No
Oh.
response.
I'll very gently touch her shoulder. Freya?
No response.
I'll kneel down to the face to face. Do they look conscious?
I mean, they are conscious. They are just slowly stroking down Rolo's back feathers. Just very repetitively. Eye focus? No.
I'll wave my hand in front of their face. Freya!
Nope.
I'm assuming Nat stayed in the room, so I just kind of look at her like this is the only way that I could think to do this. So I'll very loudly clap my hands in front of their face and shout in Draconic their name.
That'll do it. They jolt and accidentally knock off the owl.
Fluffed up
I'll catch.
indignation.
You're definitely not alright.
Yes.
She kind of look. She looks very concerned, actually. What the hell am I saying? What's the matter?
I'm sorry. I'll be 1 second. There was a child's crying.
Take your one. Take your fine. Take your time.
And Julius is singing the treasure song.
Oh, Sam, I love Julius so much. He's such a.
Hmm?
She's returning.
They, just slowly shake their head.
Talk to me, sweetheart. What's wrong?
No, they're still shaking their head.
I'll very gently cuff their cheeks. Are their eyes unfocused again?
Oh, they focus on you.
We'll very gently pull them into a hug. Very tight hug.
They will slowly hug back.
It'll be okay.
And then there's just a very, very tired sobbing.
She looks at the owl. Oh,
Fluffed up, worried sounds.
I'll whistle for Monty because I realize this owl cannot communicate through any means necessary.
Monty will be nearby.
Any way that you can tell them in short words that they can go ahead and start grabbing stuff?
Alright.
That sounded like he tried to puke up the Sahagwin.
He gives you like this look of, I'm trying, okay?
Speak, repeat after me. Grab treasure.
Treasure.
One more time.
Treasure.
That'll work.
Okay.
Go and tell that to them.
Okay. He toddles off back into the room and looks around at you guys. Most of the stuff in this room, by the way, are not things that are going to be like bag of holding stuff. Like when I'm saying like pots and whatnot, I'm talking big pots, like Julius size pots.
These are like Egyptian shit.
Kind of, yeah.
Urns.
I know for a fact he's not going to need to tell us to start grabbing stuff.
No, you guys
Like-
can start grabbing stuff on your own. You guys are already
No,
grabbing stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, we're already grabbing stuff.
Just on the off
And
chance
when
that
he
they
gets
weren't
there-
grabbing shit, she ain't there, so she
Yep.
can't see anything.
And there's also like as you're like pushing away some of the gold and silvers that you're finding, you're actually seeing that there's a lot of weapons around as well. Like just some of them are rusted, like sea rusted and stuff like that. But there's a lot of it that's just weapons that are just kind of there in the pile.
And then once he gets here, and Julius goes, "Did you just say crab ragoon? Julius doesn't have any crab ragoon. Go away."
Squint. Shrugs
Can
and
I-
just kind of lays down.
Guru, is there any way I can just hold out a box to cast Detect Magic or no? Because that'd be real useful right about now.
I'll say that
no one else in the
no,
party's got it.
because he. Sure, I'll allow it. There is one thing in here that is actually not one thing, two things in here that are shining as magical. One of them is a longbow, and the other one is a short sword.
Why so many dang short swords? God. This is the third magical short sword we found. Jeebus.
I imagine I could just hear Battalion going, why?
Not
No,
one spear. Ever.
Julius picks it up and just starts swinging it around. Julius doesn't mind.
the short sword has transmutation magic. The bow has conjuration magic.
Okay. Julius, if you count this as your treasure, you can keep it. And then he just starts walking back to the group. Well, he'll pick up
Julius
the
takes
gold.
the bow and the sword. Okay. Julius can't use either of these, but he will surely take them.
Guru, did you say there was gold and stuff too?
Yeah, there is bits of gold scattered about as well. The gold pieces in total totals up to, I'm guessing you're going to actually spend however long it takes to count it all up.
Sure.
That we'll do when we get back to the boat, but Julius is
Yeah.
going to make sure he doesn't leave any behind.
Okay, roll an investigation check to see if you find it all. Just for the fun of it.
With advantage from Batalon.
Sure.
If you ask him.
$16.
All right. With a 16, you feel pretty confident that you've gotten it all.
Okay, Julius thinks we should go to the others now.
Or the other path as well. But you have to go to the others first for that.
Yes.
So yeah. We heading back.
Okay. So you head back. Yeah, you don't have any of the urns too big for you to move out without basically having a bigger boat. You've got the gold pieces. And you guys are back in the center area.
Julius has a longbow now. He thinks it will shoot snakes. He says this out loud. And he pretends to dry fire it. Doesn't do well.
It kind of smacks your fingers. Your fingers feel like they're...
Yeah.
If you want, I could teach you how to use that.
No, that hurt.
Julius, you did it wrong. And I just actually show him how to properly do it, very well.
At this point, he literally, after it hurt him, he dropped it on the floor like he doesn't want to touch that toy.
He's
Batalon
one of
just
those
picks it up.
kids.
Batalon just picks it up. It's really easy to use, Julius. All you have to do is pull it back like so. And it shows him to do it with 2 fingers. It's pretty simple.
Julius would rather just point his finger and watch the enemy go away.
Hmm.
And he does like a finger gun motion as Eldritch Blast goes and shoots one of the rocks.
Millie, do you have an arrow?
I'll
I want to show
slide.
Julius.
I'll point to my bag that's nearby.
Yeah,
Over there.
Just go pick up an arrow. So all you have to do is grab this, shows the arrow, grab this, put the arrow like so, pull back, and then release it. Let's see how well Baton does with this thing. I believe I am one of the... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not awful. Yeah, he manages to actually shoot it. You know, just shoots it in a random direction.
Yeah, you have the proficiency with it, so you just kind of you shoot it into one of the bodies. Just, see, like that.
Yeah.
Julius literally turned around and walked away and was not paying attention to any of that.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, he just goes and hands the arrow to Millie.
Thank you.
I wipe the blood off of it. Where'd Julius go? Did he start going down the other path already?
He's standing at the end of it doing that zoned out VR thing again where he's just like, and you don't see Reinhardt anywhere.
He's driving his RC car. Leave him alone.
And yeah, I'm sending Reinhardt down the other tunnel now.
Okay. You have Reynard go peek down that way. You see that this room looks to be a bit more organized. You guess that the pirates were probably more using this one than the other one, with a number of different books and things of that nature kind of just scattered about. Looks like they were looking into some stuff.
Julius found books. And I guess Julius will go down and look for treasure. Like, he does not sound happy about going to a library at all.
By the way, Baton did offer the longbow to Millie.
He'll take it.
I can use it, but I have other ways of doing ranged attacks, so he just shrugs.
That's fair. He doesn't let go of Freya.
Furia, by the way, I'm going with Julius now, but I need to talk to you later. He just starts walking.
I mean, they don't say anything in response, but they heard you. Maybe.
I will go to a library. Me and Julius's favorite place.
Oh, places with words. On the plus side, neither of you, as you're looking over some of the books, can read some of what's written.
Hey.
It looks like it's written in using a material that Julius, you've actually seen a little bit of before. It's using essentially it's an offshoot of papyrus, but using more of like kelp as the basis for it.
Julius feels like he would have been able to read this 2 hours ago, but can't for some reason now.
You took a short rest, and now you're just like, man, I just got a headache now.
Power napped too hard.
When you power it up so hard, you lose one of your abilities.
Well, then he wasn't using it for so long, probably didn't help either.
Yeah.
And in this library, Tapatalon becomes an intelligence caster. Wow.
Wow.
Can we do the box magical look around again?
Nothing magical in this room.
Thank you.
Julius does not care about this room. Batalon, and he looks at you. Let's start it on fire.
That doesn't sound fun. Exactly.
Okay, Julius will not do that then.
I'm looking for books on Nalakish.
A roll investigation check.
I'm dope at these.
You're doping your rolls.
I'm dope at these. Hell yeah.
Looking around, you figure that if it's if it's about Nalakish, it should have a pretty big indicator, like like a drawing or something. There's a few that have drawings like on the covers and stuff, but most of them don't. So you'd actually have to flip through and see if you can find anything, and most of them seem to be in different languages, a lot of which you don't understand. With the 14, though, you do see that one of the books is written in a language you do understand.
Giant?
Talazish.
Oh, okay. Giant doesn't come in. Giant came in handy one good time. Gotta say.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there is one in Giant as well.
All right. That's something. I'll take it.
Because Talazi has giants on it. Of course it would have one in Giant.
So yeah, I just look at the book written in Talazi and start looking. Like, how big is book?
It's less than standard modern textbook size, but still hefty as a book goes.
Oh no! Just looking at it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
no.
you put your finger next to it, and it's your like entire finger's width.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, a battalion fingers width?
Yeah.
Oh no! What do you mean that's not as big as normal? That's bigger than most textbooks nowadays.
Well, I'm
That's
talking
a
like
joke.
university textbooks.
That's a
We're talking.
tome.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's basically a tome of information. Yeah.
Just screaming in anguish while looking at this thing.
Did we hear that scream?
A little bit.
And right around that same time, Julius is walking out of the cave like he walked away from something.
He is displeased with this cavern.
Really sighs and looks at Nat. He watches him for just a moment. He's like looking down at Freya when she asks.
Of course.
Grr,
I
how
will-
big is the one in
Julius
Giant?
thinks you shouldn't be
Then-
worried. We just found books.
I'll very gently pat Freya's back and head down the cavern that they went down.
Books, lots of books.
The one I found in Giant, how big is that one?
Thinner than the Talazi one.
The irony.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. He'll take those two then.
What are you screaming about?
Look how big it is. Just holding out the tome.
She kind of crosses her arms and looks at it.
It's so large. And I don't know if I want to commit to it, but I feel like I must.
I mean, you could take it in seconds. Honestly, this is about as big as my grandmother's tome, so
I do not like reading that much. But if I want to become a leader, I guess I kind of have to get used to it.
at least reading documents at the very least.
Documents. Okay.
I will fuck it. Look through this library, see if I see anything in Draconic. Why not?
Looking through, trying to see for draconic things. Roll investigation check, sure.
Wait, I'm an idiot.
Hmm?
God, I'm so actually stupid.
Hmm?
You know how you said we saw the thing we couldn't read, the amulet or whatever the hell that we couldn't read?
Yeah.
And I
I imagine I imagine this is a Batalon intelligence moment of wait a minute, I can read this.
it just hit me. I was like, wait a minute, I have comprehend languages.
Rip.
I wasn't even near my computer. I huffed back to my computer in anger.
That's an 18.
With an 18, none of the books are in draconic that you can see. There's like a good 24, maybe 36 books.
Any in Abyssal.
Yeah.
I love how I was like,
I'll pick
yeah.
that one up.
Not like, and when I'm saying that, like, I'm not making it like, yeah, there's like one in Abyssal. No, like a dozen of them are in Abyssal.
Oh dear, I'll pick those up.
Okay, so you have a dozen Abyssal written books.
She won't. Wait, how big are these books? It's not gonna stop her, but I'm curious.
Like magazine but with hardcovers.
I'll pick one up and kind of leaf through it. I'm curious.
The one you pick up, let me get my... Not that one.
Wait, I want to roll it. I want to roll a d12.
Sure, roll D12.
6.
The title of it is called Marshal of the Bloodstained Sea.
That sounds slightly familiar. For some reason. I'll flip through it real quick.
You're looking through it. It seems very... it's kind of like a dry read of things, but you're looking through it. Let me actually see real quick, because there would be a phrase that you might pick up on. There's a phrase that you do pick up on.
Oh.
One of the sections has it. It's like one of those, like, where you see a paragraph break and then there's just a phrase written and then it goes into another paragraph. And what it says in between the the paragraphs is King of Blood, Lord of Violence.
Yeah, we definitely heard that before.
Reading that paragraph that has that phrase in it. What
No,
the
it's like
hell?
it's between two paragraphs. Like, it is meant to stand out.
Oh. What do these two paragraphs entail?
Discussing the findings of sea caverns, and one of the carvings that was written upon one of them was this, and then it goes on to say, surrounding this was a number of entities that had been sacrificed by having circular incisions of daggers seemingly at random points throughout their body just carved into them to
Wait,
stain
hang on,
around it with
hang on.
blood. What? Yes?
I'm getting freaking. I'm trying to write it down and my fingers do not move that fast.
Okay.
Okay, so. Repeat the last few sentences, I'm sorry.
There were sacrifices around the words with many stab wounds, dagger-like in incision, but with some kind of serration to them to rip into it to maximize the amount of blood they were getting out. And just the wall, like the wall where it was, it's written that it was like carved into, but it was clean of blood. The walls around it stained with blood.
Okay.
And it does mention that it was at a Sahagwin war camp that this was written. And the people that had been sacrificed had been people that they had thought had been taken as prisoners of war, which turned out to just be sacrifices.
Okay, so. This is obviously like some old shit.
Yeah, this is like about a war that you haven't heard about. That old.
Does this book have pictures or is this just work?
A few pictures, but not many.
Do any of these pictures show like show the sacrifice or the ritual perchance? And
No.
if so, okay.
Not in this book.
Okay.
You
Okay.
pick book number 6. Book number 6 has nothing about ritual.
I will pick up all of the books
Please
and
tell me
head
there's
back
a
out then.
pop-out book for rituals, like instructions.
Well, I don't understand why cultists don't have more of those. That would make it so much easier.
Sacrifice for dummies.
With pop-out instructions, with sliders on them.
I
So you
love
know-
the idea that she just picks up. What is this book bound in a weird flesh color? Let me start reading it out loud. Let me start reading it out loud.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Fucking pig.
some of the Abyssal books, actually no, not the Abyssal books, some of the other books that you can't read are bound in a very pale binding.
Can I use Leatherworker's tools to see if I can determine what that is?
Leatherworker's Intelligence.
Fucking hell, Monty. Get your character sheet out of there. That's 11.
You're not certain, but it's not of any of the standard leathers you've worked with. Like, any of the leathers you've worked with, it is not any of those.
Millie's out here like strange. I've been worked with human flesh before.
I'll pull out one of these books.
Okay.
I'll just walk back into the main area.
Okay, so you're only taking one of the books.
Oh no, I'm taking one of these strange bound
Yeah, that's what I'm
books,
saying.
and just one.
Because like I said, there's like a dozen of the Abyssal books, a couple in not a couple, at least one in Talazian Giant, a couple in the other language, and yeah. Actually, no, the rest of them would have been in the other language. So you're just taking one of those in the other language.
I'll take two of them. Fuck it.
Okay.
I got the
head back to the main
textbook
area.
and the giant one.
Hang on, let me add this. A dozen books in Abyssal and two oddly bound books in a language I don't speak.
Yes.
Millie, I do not understand. Why your weird demon books so small, yet one written by my people so big?
Maybe
Also,
they're instructions.
do you take one of the bigger books or do you take one of the smaller books?
I'll take one of the bigger ones. I'll take two of the biggest ones.
Two of the biggest ones. Okay, yeah, they're bigger than his Talazi books. If you're getting the biggest book.
Yeah.
The one written in the strange language, which a part of it is not actually because of the just like the pages are not all made out of the same kelp-like material as the second book. They're made out of the same material as the cover. The cover and binding.
Odd.
That weird palish coloration with a red ink.
I'm a Necronomicon.
A non-magical Necronomicon, at least.
I'll head back to the main room, and I gotta be right back real quick.
Okay.
All right,
Julius, I just thought of a new way to use my book. And he holds up the really big one.
Julius is back in the main room.
Yeah, no,
back to the
yeah,
main
he's
room.
coming to the main room.
Oh,
I can use it for etiquette.
Julius goes, let me see the book.
No,
How does Julius know if it is proper for etiquette if Julius cannot see it?
it's thick and heavy, therefore it could good for beat. He just nods.
This is how you teach etiquette.
Julius doesn't believe you.
Okay, he's just walking towards him with the book above his head, just arms extended. Let us test out, huh?
Okay, where's Box? I feel like Box is being so quiet he needs an etiquette lesson.
He is asleep still.
See? Box shouldn't be asleep now. Bad time
My
to
dog
sleep.
just fucking went and sat down in an ant pile. What the fuck do you expect to happen?
Massage?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The dog expects a massage.
Oh,
trying
you're
to get a
talking about your
fucking
dog
ant.
IRL.
Yes.
I'm trying to get
It
this
sat down
fucking
in an
ant off her
pile.
leg, but she keeps running.
She has an ant on her leg?
Yeah,
she sat on a fucking ant pile.
Oh, Beanie.
Like the dumbass she is.
That's so stupidly cute. Oh, goodness. I'll set down the books by, Nat and retake my place in front of Priya.
Take your place as King of Pride Rock.
I knew you were gonna fucking make some joke like that shit. She looks at Nat. Have they moved?
Not as far as I can tell.
They haven't.
Do you want Julius to make her move?
No. That's just asking for trouble.
And make it normal. Girl, I'm walking back in the other room to try to find that amulet that we couldn't understand.
You can pick that up, yeah.
I just want to read it now.
I don't mean to laugh at you, Butters. I'm sorry, but it was just so perfect. It's the sudden fuck. It was so good.
The words, as you drag your finger across them, part of the wording is actually the same adage that you read on the ship.
I don't remember what that was.
King of Blood, Lord of Violence.
No, that one, yeah.
And across part of it as well, it also does have a name that I think you guys have heard of before. Shemosh.
Yeah, we heard of that.
Yep.
Okay, I take.
You have the Amulet of Shemosh.
Yeah. Okay, I am back. So, should we just go now?
Millie nods her head. Probably the best idea.
Let us do that then.
I will stand up and pick Korea up if they don't seem like they're going to stand themselves.
It
She needs a bit of
depends
help.
on. Yeah. I mean, if you tug on their hand, they will stand.
Question is his mama bear just immediately. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, she'll pick her up. Damn, fuck's sake. Come on. I'll start heading towards the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
Ernie from Bert and Ernie. That's who Nat reminds me of right now. Just trying to remember.
Oh my god!
I can't tell if that's an insult or what, but
Oh, how Matt has been silent this entire time. Matt ain't said shh.
No, I really haven't.
I regret nothing.
Oh no, it's yellow skin. It's Ernie. It's not Bert. It's Ernie. Bert had orange, I believe.
I am fucking dying.
Alright, so you guys are heading back to the mainland?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Midway into the water, though, I look into the vast ocean and just skip that fucking amulet like a rock.
Alright. Be gone, thought!
Basically.
Alright. You have rid yourself of the amulet, as well as all the material possessions that you found of the enemy that you have defeated in an offering to Nalakish.
Yes.
Is there a chance that I could stop him before he does?
Butters.
No. No, he's doing it. Like,
She just shouts, "We need that to show to our employer!" Oh,
huh?
Julius is on it, and he starts to swim out there.
please.
No.
We need something to bring back to our employers so they know what the hell is going on.
Back to Nalakish. Too late.
Julia seems to be going after it, so does he get it or is it taken?
Roll a...
He's doing the same thing Millie did to Julius. The pants thing. He's doing the same thing. It's been given to Nalakish.
Oh no, he was gone. Like
Yeah.
he said it, and he was gone.
Roll a survival check, Julius. See if you can find it. He's a big ocean, but you should be able to see it. Yeah. You only needed a 10. You are able to see it swimming down. You do see that there's a number of other creatures in the water, as well as a shape that is seeming to kind of move about in the general direction of the boat and yourself.
And then Julie, did I get the amulet?
Mhm.
I come back. Something is following Julius towards the boat. He yells.
Oh,
This is
amazing.
all because you couldn't just leave it to Nalakish. Now he's upset.
Make a perception check.
Who?
Him or all
Anyone
of
on the
us?
boat who wants to, except Julie.
Sure.
And Julius too, to see if he can
Everyone.
describe it. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody.
Something is
Whoa!
following you.
Roll a 5! It's getting better. Never mind.
No, it's not.
Just leave it to Naliki.
I'm almost certain that his fucking god is not a vengeful one over an amulet.
What if I told you he was the god of sacrifice, Paris? So me sacrificing, quote unquote, sacrificing the item is kind of important.
Oh,
Okay. I've done worse.
With a 16 perception, it is not an entity that, from your understanding, would look like a messenger of Nalakish. In fact, it looks more like a shark.
I'll take out my trident again and just point it at it.
Okay. Gonna
I'll
cast.
try to, I'm trying to dominate it.
Oh, that's cocked.
I believe it's a DC 15 for the item.
Yep. Well, 7 on the die means that it is, at this current time, dominated by you.
Look above the water, Atta.
It comes in, like, it makes it so, like, its eye is peeking out and looking at you. Kind of rolled back in that I'm going to bite sort of way.
Yeah. I'm very upset. He's just looking at it.
See, Julius thinks if anything, that more than likely, that shark has something to do with this god, and he points to the amulet he's holding. If it was a big squid chasing Julius, then he would think it might be your god.
Go in that direction for like a minute. It just points in a random direction. But like away from where.
It will begin swimming away.
People upset me. Tom just sits down with his arms crossed.
He's not pouting. Shut up.
Julius thinks you should sacrifice the shark to Malakesh.
But Talon thinks you should shut your mouth.
Julius doesn't know how to do that.
oh. Let's head back to the captain so that we can get the hell off this boat. Island. Everywhere!
Julius is ready. And he's holding out that sword. Does anyone know? Julius does not know how to use this. Well, he kind of does, but does anyone else want to?
What sword is this?
It's a
It's
short
a
sword. No idea what
Oh.
it does.
I can use those.
It has something to do with Transmutation School of Magic.
Well, that's
If I remember
interesting.
correctly.
I would take it.
Okay, Julius hands it to you. Now just make sure you do not take this, and he points to the pointy end, and poke yourself with it. Doesn't end well.
She uses a rapier. I'm pretty sure she knows not to do that.
Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. Julius learned the hard way.
Do you
I
have to
just
learn how to use a weapon at some point?
Julius's greatest weapon is his personality.
For when the personality doesn't work. And you might not have
Julius's
your magic.
personality always works, and he smiles at her. And then he just starts to dance a little. And you feel like if you're going to attack him, you have disadvantage.
She's not. She's fucking grinning. Oh, fair enough. She'll just pat his shoulder.
He
Come
ducks.
on.
He like kind of ducks out of the way by doing a little bit of a slide.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Hold on. I'll get in the boat so we can head to the shore and get back to the dude.
I thought we're already in the...
Yeah.
I thought this was the other people's boat.
Yeah.
Is what I thought.
Oh, then we
Yeah,
go
so
back to our boat.
Yeah, we need to head back to our boat.
So you head back to your boat.
Wait, why'd we get on the other person's boat?
That's what I didn't understand.
You left your guide on the other side of the island.
No, I mean, why did... Oh, no, okay. Guru,
Yes.
we're talking about out of the cave. We were in
Oh.
our boat to get out of the cave. Like our little dinghy we were on.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Ah, my apologies.
Excuse me.
Excuse.
But yeah, we're going there. And Batalon is solemn for most of it.
Julius is just going to continue to dance over in Batalon's direction.
Chop chop, real smooth.
All I can think is that freaking meme video of the three guys dancing down the fucking street. The one that has Take On Me playing in the background.
And he's just going to be like, "What's wrong, Batalon?" As he's dancing next to him.
He doesn't say anything.
Julius
Batalon.
isn't going to stop until you tell Julius what's wrong.
I'm very happy Batalon has the highest patience out of all my characters.
Otherwise, this could be dangerous.
It would be a disadvantage.
Leave the man be, Julius.
But Julius doesn't like seeing friends upset.
I know. Need some time to cool off.
You people are disrespectful.
Julius would be like, "Fine, if that's how it is, I'm going to try to pretend to throw the amulet off the deck."
Make a performance check. Okay. Insight check, anyone who wants to look into that.
He's not going to be fooled by it, I don't think, but yeah. It's like, how do you
Jesus Christ,
pretend to
my insight's
exactly
failed.
is my question.
By doing the same trick most magicians would do, where you do the full motion, and before you actually go to release and put the force into it, you let it drop down a sleeve or
You
into any
don't.
number.
Julius doesn't wear a shirt.
I have an invisible familiar I can literally give it to, and then it disappears.
Batalon's still upset either way because it's not. It's no longer him sacrificing it. There's a difference in his mind, at least.
Julius has no idea why you're upset.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there going, "Okay." And he goes over to Millie and he hands her the
Amulet.
amulet and goes, "I tried.
So shrug and put it away.
Box! More drugs!"
No, not. Please, not until we're on the mainland.
But we got a while.
Yes, and if you're on the mainland, you can probably do a little bit more of them. As opposed to if something jumps out of the water.
Okay, now that I'm looking at Nathala on the boat, I see it. The colors, they work.
Oh. Just assume I'm rowing back.
I imagined you've been rowing this whole time.
Yeah,
kept the
Julius
hand
sees it
from
now.
it.
This is the right angle. And you see him standing at, like, his head is a little bit farther than 90 degrees to the left. He's, like, half leaning over. Yep, Julius found it. With the ocean back there, Julius now has a sudden inspiration to paint, but has no paint.
Millie just shakes her head. She got no words for this one.
Amazing.
Does anyone have paint for Julius?
Unfortunately, I have none.
Batalon, do you have paint?
He flicks some of the blood on his spear towards you, just because he still hasn't put away his spear because he keeps the light. So just
Julius
flick.
needs more than just the color red, but thank you. I don't think Julius will try to do it with just red, and it doesn't work at all.
Wait, are you painting the? Okay, no, wait. You're painting a picture of her.
Yes.
I
No,
thought
I'm
for a moment-
painting the Thala.
That's my concern.
Red face.
But if
Oh
you
my-
use it on top of the blue, it balances it out, makes it flesh tone.
Do not put blood on my girlfriend.
Julius wasn't planning on it.
He's just
I
painting.
couldn't tell. I could tell if you say that out of character. That's why I was concerned. I'm like, no.
Do you want Julius to paint her?
No, please. That might actually not get close enough to do it.
Well, Julius wouldn't do it with blood. Julius would buy paint when we get to the mainland and paint her.
My point still stands. Because I don't think she would let you close enough to do it.
Yeah, I think you're right. In fact, I just cast Mage Hand, and every time you try and get close enough to me, I just like slap you away.
Bitch.
Because I can't use my actual hands because I'm rowing the boat.
Are we in two different boats?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
2 boats.
Okay, I keep forgetting that shit.
In order to get back to the main boat, the one that can actually house you guys have to go through the 2 little boats.
Mini boat. Welcome back.
Okay. Julius thinks we need to do something now.
I am already doing something.
Are you sure you can be doing that?
As well as anyone else can.
Well, Julius thinks Batalon would be best at it, but he seems to be too upset too.
Really raises her eyebrow at that one. Not at what Julia just said and what Nat just said.
I might not have as much strength as you, but I have more endurance.
Let me do it. That's fine. You can rest, Nadala. Let me just do it.
Alright, if you're sure.
Yes. Because technically, Battalion can do it better than you guys' water vehicles proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll finally put away the spear.
Rowing, rowing, rowing.
Rowing, you are now rowing. You eventually get back to the main boat that you guys were on before. And you see your guide just kind of give you all just a quick wave, just like nodding to you. Alright, so are we heading back?
Please, God.
Julius has to ask which god are you talking about because he's been told he can offend people.
Any and all of them. I've been tied to a piece of fucking wood and almost eaten by fish people. I want back on mainland.
Isn't that just everyone's normal Sunday?
No!
Oh,
I thought it was Tuesday.
While we're going, I guess I'll try to attune to the short sword.
that mean I lost Monday?
Uh,
Why do I keep losing?
Oh. Okay.
I love the idea that Julius thinks that's perfect.
Guru, can I try to attune to this orb?
Which orb?
No. I found this really weird orb, you said, on the sailor's boat. Not the first one, the second one in the cave. There was like a weird magical orb, you said, in one of the, in like the
Oh, it's not
captain's
attunement.
No. Can I try to gauge what it does?
Roll an Arcana check.
Or just have,
one of these two.
Box do it for you?
Pretty sure Box said he doesn't have he doesn't have identify.
I think he did.
Artificer's got it automatically.
Nope, not the new
Nope.
one.
Yep.
The new one does not.
It is a drift globe.
Oh, that's useful.
I don't know what a drift globe is. Someone enlighten me.
It lets you
Or
cast
the
light
lighting that Bo had.
Oh!
or daylight. Yes, daylight is once per day though.
I guess I'll try that with my short sword.
As a
Well,
human,
Arcana
this
check.
helps.
Yeah.
It is definitely a sword with some kind of magical presence to it, as was told to you by someone else.
I definitely haven't rolled higher than a 10 this whole session.
I mean, to be fair, this
Yeah.
is the session to do it.
Pretty sure
I'm gonna
you have.
start reading the Talazi book on our way back.
I'll start reading one of these freaking magazines. I love Batalion's like fucking like mini rage at that. Why is your look so much smaller? That was funny. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I will read that. Or
Alright.
one of them.
So you guys start kind of leafing through, getting a feel for what all you guys are looking at. A lot of it seems to essentially just be different perspectives, different people's takes on the same subject. The subject being this entity Shemosh. Except for one part that is mentioned, but that's like early on with Millie's book. The Talazi book is thicker and we'll have to take more time to actually get to that point. But yes, you guys get back following the boat to, or not following, going with the boat to get to your destination.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we get back on the island, and now we have to take another boat to get off this island.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of boats.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, your original guide that you took is still here, and he's still willing to take you guys back to the mainland as was agreed upon.
Alright, cool.
So it's not like you have to go, okay, now we have to find someone else again, we have to find out when they're coming in. No, he's already there, ready and waiting for you.
Aw, he's a sweetie.
Then you guys are paying him.
Yeah, but he's still sweet.
Hey guys,
Mm.
don't forget your velociraptors.
They're on the
baby!
boat.
Yep.
Okay, Velociraptors.
No, they're in
They're on the
daycare.
boat for the captain.
Mine is in daycare.
No, mine was on the boat with the captain. I believe at least.
I will pick up
I
the
don't remember.
baby.
You pick up the baby. The other baby that was with the captain is trying to gnaw on his fingers, but he's essentially trying to teach it. No, that's not how you do that. No, stop that. Do not gnaw on my
I'll
fingers.
teach etiquette when I get back to with Bo.
Of course.
Not as aggressive with Julius, but still etiquette nonetheless.
Animals etiquette.
Let's
It's
see
a different
how
sort
I'm
of etiquette, but etiquette all the same.
Etiquette to not bite.
doing. Not awful.
Oh yeah.
Julius is going to teach his monkeys how to steal.
Oh my god, they're like the monkeys from Aladdin!
I was thinking more like Rio, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very instinctual for monkeys, so it's not going to be hard for him to teach them.
Is it?
There actually are a lot of monkeys in the real world who, yeah, like, because people fed them so often and stuff, they learn to steal food when they wouldn't get it.
That's fucking hilarious.
And it's all because of people, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
no,
sounds
because they're
like
now used to humans. Also, I will try and have Nuancy help me, because apparently this thing has established Nuancy as the freaking alpha.
Once he is big Velociraptor, clearly.
Once he is
so-
mommy.
Oh, oh look
Called
at
imprinting.
Nuancy. I will legit look at Nuancy. This thing is starting to go like mama levels of fucking, affection, and go, can't they tell that in Draconic, can't they tell that you're male and a quadruped?
it's not going to that level, so I'm not going to answer
Okay.
that. I
Wait,
could.
no, but it still registers as an alpha male, so I'm not taking back what I say.
Gives like a shrug, just like, guess I'm just that powerful.
Oh God, does he reply like that in freaking?
No, he doesn't say anything. He just gives a shrug, like, I don't know. I'm not upset with it, but I don't know.
Of course, you're not upset with it. You're loving it. I know you. I'll try and teach this little one just basic things for the moment, because I don't know if this thing is biting at me or if it's just.
It's nipping at you, like it's trying to, like, gauge what it can get away with.
I will try and teach it not to bite then.
Okay.
Let's see how forward this can go. Ooh!
Well, yeah, you're doing pretty good. Like, even by yourself, without Wansi's help, you're just, like, basically you're able to help it understand. No biting. And it's just kind of like, oh, okay. Seems a little, like, taken back, like, okay, question mark, what? Sure, yes, what? But it does listen to you.
But Talon's actually not teaching no biting. He's teaching
Bite
don't
when I say.
bite. Yeah, bite when I say more. Like,
Honestly, the way that I always thought you were supposed to teach is like you initially teach no bite, and because they don't know, and then you go on to teach like bite this specific thing on this command.
nah, but Talon thinks that would confuse him.
That's fair. That's why I had to teach
That's
my
how
dog. I had to fucking teach her not to bite me while she was teething.
Yeah, that's how you teach dogs not to bark too. First you teach them to bark on command, then you teach them not to.
Ooh, I like this coat.
Alright. And the trip back to the mainland is a lot smoother. You guys are able to actually get back and just kind of there's this feeling of having a moment to breathe, which is interesting and, well, nice, since you no longer have to worry about well, all the BS.
One thing before we get off the boat, I will. This is the only way I can describe it, and it's the worst way to describe it. I
Beautiful.
will try and corner Bria, like when it's a more quiet, kind of alone area, or
Okay.
try to get them alone. I'll very gently kind of poke her to get her there. Fuck.
Mhm.
Try and get their attention.
The good news is that by the time that you guys are on Wayfinder Island, they at least are responding to things now again. Talking is still not happening though.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
What happened back there?
They wince and just look away.
If you're worried about me judging you, then for God's sake, you know I'm going to be the last one to do so.
You really cut out there, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. She said, if you're worried about me judging you, then you know that I'm going to be the last one to do so.
This is not about you judging me. This is about things that I wanted to forget.
You want to enlighten me? Because running from it ain't always the way that it's gonna help. Sometimes you need to confront shit like that.
Like what time of day would you approach Feria?
This is probably late. This is probably like 8, 9 o'clock.
So we're on the boat by now.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
on the boat by now.
Yeah. They stare somewhere over Millie's shoulder and put their head in their hands and just slowly exhale. Lily, I really like you, and I don't like not talking about things with you because, as we have seen, it doesn't always turn out so.
She just tilts her head a little bit.
There are some things I have dealt with that are not very pleasant. And right now thinking about them is more painful than normal. Could we have Nathala here?
She nods her head. I will try and find Nathala real quick.
Nathala may be busy.
I'll try and find her. Because I imagine this is a day into us heading back to the mainland anyways. It took us a bit to get there. Or since it took us a bit to get to the island.
That's fair.
So, between Butters and that, do I find her? I don't know.
I mean, it's not the biggest boat to try and hide away on, so yeah, you'd eventually find her.
Man! Bedrino is dead.
Now she is catatonic and not talking.
Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Alright.
I wonder what I need to eat after this. I'm hungry.
Same, bro. Same.
Brian.
Guru.
Mm-hmm.
How far along am I in strength training?
Yep, still going to be working on it.
Would I be able to work with Batalon to learn something right now as well?
I know what you're asking about. You're able to work on it, I'll say that much.
Okay. So, would I be able to say I'm finishing up as Millie's finding me?
No, you're in the middle of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
by the way Batalon did it was on the island, he just bought a shield. When you got on the boat, he tossed it to you, said put it, like, very much like, alright, you want to learn? Alright, put it on.
Sink or swim,
And
bitch.
yeah, it's sink or swim, and it's also, basically, he's just, instead of training you to do it, always remember to, he's making it muscle memory for you, basically. To throw
Oh,
up
you
the
poor
shield.
creature.
Yeah.
So I just wear the shield all the time, is that it?
No, he's saying he's gonna wail on you until it's muscle memory to put it up.
Yeah.
Oh, tight. Alright, so I'm like mildly bruised, and I honestly don't know what color that would come out with my current skin tone, and I'm a
Orange.
little afraid. Fucking orange.
Orange is like the worst, though.
Ugh.
That's why he's making that noise.
Alright, cool, so I got like a decent amount of bruises as you're finding me.
And
Should keep
cuts.
diving. And cuts, yeah, this man uses a spear.
Please tell me she still bleeds red.
Yes.
That's what Julius was about to
Okay.
ask.
It's
God.
mostly, he nicks you, basically. He doesn't
Okay.
actually stab, but he nicks you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Just be happy his spear isn't serrated.
Oh god. Millie is
blood.
Millie is staring at this phenomenon of color.
Bleeding red, bruised orange,
Yellow skin.
yellow, red, and blue. Well, yellow and red skin and blue hair.
Julius is gonna try and hide monkey treats in people's pockets and bags and stuff, so the monkeys learn to steal from them.
Yeah.
My passive perception gets that.
Alright, time.
I'd
Oh.
say almost all of ours do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure like
Even the
but
sailors
he's
are
not gonna
not.
like. If you look at him, Julius just goes, "I'm teaching my monkeys trick," and he doesn't stop.
Oh yeah, yeah. The sailors like are like, yeah. If you're gonna teach them a trick, do it, on your own friends and stuff. Just don't do it to us, please.
And Batalon doesn't allow it.
Right.
They'll let it.
He's still a little upset at Julius.
Batalon, can I steal your, orange pupil?
I thought you were going to say punching bag. Okay, yes.
No, I'm too stuck on the color.
I don't take the shield off because I'm afraid he's going to sneak attack me at some point.
That's a fair fear.
I'll tell you now, Batalon doesn't.
He doesn't need to. You will learn,
That's
or you'll
true.
get hurt.
That's true.
Right.
I'm still wearing the shield.
My goodness.
So we go.
I'll head back to Korea. Along the way, every now and again, she does like glance at the bruises, and you hear very faintly. And she'll just like suck in her lip and shut the fuck up.
Honestly, this is remarkably similar to how Nathala learned to do a lot of stuff, so she's pretty okay with this.
She's not laughing because she got bruises, she's laughing because of the color.
I guess we go find Virea, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, there she goes!
Oh, no.
Good luck
Oh, no, I'm
finding
scared.
her.
Butters is
Okay,
out.
that was Butters, okay.
Oh, okay.
She jumped off the boat.
I cannot handle
Julius
it.
is going to
Goodbye.
teach her to swim.
I heard someone say
Listen.
sink or swim.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
swimming.
First
I'm
lesson,
swimming.
he pushes. Don't just do it. Don't sink. And he just
Don't inhale! That's all.
No, Julius wouldn't even have that thought because he can inhale.
Yeah.
So his first thought is, as he pushes her in, is just don't sink.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
After. Unless she went somewhere else.
We kinda need your help with something, if you don't mind, sweetie.
Well, of course, but what do you need my help for?
I'll look towards Freya.
Hey, Nathan. What has happened to you?
Oh, Batalon is teaching me how to use a shield.
Oh, it's such a beautiful
Jesus.
coloration.
Very hands-on. I have it plugged in a Meadon.
She makes long distress noises and then
Don't even
Touch it.
care that I'm bruised. I just don't know what color it is. I'm not.
I'll hold up a mirror.
Don't! I'll fucking shatter it. I will actually shatter it.
The absolute fear in that scream.
it's an impressive color.
Yeah, but Freya needed a little emotional support to vent out a few things.
Oh, alright.
You know a little bit about some of the things that I'm about to explain, so I figured that it would be easier to have you here.
She nods.
They will sit down and explain. So, when I was quite small, people took me away, and they were They wanted to bring something that would purify. I'm not entirely sure what it was they wanted, specifically. Only what it was that they got in the end. But yes, they used me for a ritual. Like something like what we saw back there. Although there wasn't quite the cage. But there was something looking in at least that and the circle and all of this and pirates talking about how they were going to use you, Millie. I never thought that I would see something like that again. And I was quite happy to try and let it just become another memory. Just maybe even be forgotten except for the nightmares. But it seems I was not so lucky. I'm sorry if I caused you worry.
As gently as she can, she will pick up Freya and pull her into a very tight hug.
I just didn't want anyone else to go through what I did.
So we're each a little one. But she kind of moves things back. We're okay now. And I have a little bit more life experience than to go after a talking bear. Shut up. She looks at Nat, like, dead at her.
The eyebrows are fucking up.
Well, you don't have to worry so much about that horrible thing happening to me. Besides, even if I come close again, I got two angry tieflin to come after me and rescue me, don't I? You were fucking scary when you were mad sometimes. She's smiling at him. I have faith you two will get me before anything bad happens.
They're not making eye contact.
She'll put her hand under their head, very gently raise it. Hey, I'm okay. I'm gonna stay okay. I did make you the promise I wouldn't do anything stupid unless I had to, remember?
Then you went to follow a talking bear.
Okay, so look, it was the only way that I figured that we had a chance at finding the fuckers that we were after, so I kind of weighed my options. I weighed them wrong.
Then again, also, this is not the first time that we've had to follow a talking bear. So I can forgive you that much.
She'll put her forehead against theirs. He'll be alright.
Okay. Okay.
Just in case it's a bit of a worry. You're safe with us. Just as much as I know that I'm safe with you.
I guess I'd just better not.
Repeat that for me, my own shit just cut out.
I guess then I just have to make it be so you don't leave my sight.
Now while you have the familiar,
But
Isn't that why you have the familiar? Is what she said.
better
sorry,
than
mom
I-
popped in. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
It want to. She kind of looks at Freya. Did you not think to have the familiar follow?
What?
Did you not think to have the familiar follow me? If you want to watch out for me. I am reverbing. Don, that's you!
What?
I'm echoing!
You're not echoing on my end.
Yeah, because you're the one that causing it.
Yeah!
I don't know why
Yeah.
you're echoing.
Because she
it
was
stopped.
loud enough that the speakers were picking it up.
Baby, I-
Like, was
Oh,
picking up the speakers.
Yes.
makes sense.
Owl. But now it stopped!
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that either.
Yeah, just you can just follow after me or hang around my shoulders. Freya, how long have you had this familiar?
How long have they been traveling with the group?
By this point, a couple months. Like about 2-3 months almost.
2 months?
And you didn't. Oh, sweetie. I'm pulling into a hug. Oh my god.
Wait, I think it's been a lot more of 2 or 3 months, Spirit.
Has it?
With the
Yeah.
amount of traveling we've done,
Yeah.
it's been
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
plus
more
travel,
than 2
right.
or 3 months.
It's been at least half a year, I want to say, probably, actually.
Closer to 5
Better.
months. Almost half a year.
Yeah, that sounds about more correct.
Thank you for correcting me on that.
Very gently pat their head.
Why are you doing that?
Why not?
It feels ever so slightly condescending.
There's just a smile. She doesn't deny it. She's really surprised she didn't think of it. To
I
be
will be
fair,
honest. I will be
Mhm.
honest. I did not consider this because I didn't think I had reason to. I didn't expect on you. They poke her belly. On you walking away by yourself.
she kind of looks at Nat, but she's got a lot to learn, doesn't she? That's useless.
Yes, but the difference is you can't reach the top of my head as easy.
No, but I can reach something that'll make you jerk back at the very least.
Yes, I suppose so.
I'll take a seat beside Freya. Alright, you head back to your orange training. I hear Knuckles cracking.
Oh, that was just me cracking my knuckles.
She was threatening me.
By the way,
No, I have a shield on.
at some point before we dock, Batalon is going to talk to Fyria like he said he was going to. He said he was going to do it. He's going to do it.
Alright.
Yeah. So at some point, just like midday, when he's
Is popular.
like at some point midday when he's like bored of reading, he's going to go and talk to Fyria.
So within 5 minutes.
No, he has a good attention span, but it's just yeah. He goes, Fyria, I need to talk.
Okay. We are talking.
Okay, so nobody is perfect, right? Not a single soul can say that they do everything correctly. And I get very angry on occasion, and like I did the other day. But I try to put it towards something productive, like beating up Natala. So I get you are very upset about Millie being gone, but you kind of shut down a bit and made a few very reckless decisions because of it. And I just wanted to, like, mention that it's fine that you did it because it was something very stressful, but we have to try and avoid that if possible. Like,
The
you
more
know
he
what I mean?
talks, the more they start shrinking into themselves.
It's fine that you did, because it was a very stressful situation. I mean, Millie got kidnapped after, for some reason, deciding it was best to go off on her own and follow a talking bear or something. Sure. But you are an angry little person. And a very big ball of stress, I've noticed.
I'm not supposed to be angry.
No one is supposed to be angry, but nobody can stop themselves from getting angry, really. I don't like that I got off the rails with Julius the other day, but I did. And I think that I still don't think they understand why I was upset with them. But just what makes you become less stressed? What helps you relax?
I like to play my flute. I like to listen to music. Sometimes I find that if I just cuddle myself up into a small ball and I hold onto a roller, then sometimes he makes upset noises, but it feels good.
So I'm just, next time something makes you feel stressed like that, I want you to do me a favor and don't keep it all inside and actually let it out a bit. Do you know what I mean? I really enjoyed you putting your anger to good use, especially in the fight. That was a good use of it. But it did cloud your judgment on some parts of the fight. Like just kind of storming up there.
Going and killing those pirates, I thought I would feel better. All of me was saying, do this thing, it will make you feel better, because that was the only thing I could think of. And then I did it. And it was horrible. And I couldn't think of any other way to get out of it except killing those other was in the cave. And then they were gone. And there was nothing. It sucked.
Yeah. Violence doesn't usually make you feel better. Usually, violence is something you have to do, not something you choose to do. But if you choose to do it out of just wanting to do it, it usually doesn't feel good in the end. And I get that you are very much you are very close to Millie, so it was a rough situation. But don't just go on a rampage next time, you know. But if you do feel like you need to go on a rampage again, talk to me. If I think it's justified, I'll join in on your rampage. If you need help, if you think ever think you need to do something, and that thing involves attacking, let me know. I've been told I'm decent at judgment a little bit. I can help you, and if I agree with you that it needs to be, not many people like fighting me. You know?
No, you're a very good fighter. And you're also pretty smart. That's what makes you a good leader. And they sort of lightly punch his arm.
As you say he's smart, he just goes, eh. I'm still trying to get book smart. It's a slow process.
We all take our time in learning things. I can learn how to be less stressed. You can learn book smarts.
Do you know what my siblings used to do when they would get stressed out?
Punch each other in the nuts.
No. That I don't have many brothers. One of my brothers tried that. It didn't. So my I have a twin sister, but she did not do this. She was mainly a loner for my life. But my other siblings, my younger siblings, they would usually come to me when they were stressed out, and I'd usually play a game with them of sorts. Or if they really just wanted to have fun, I'd throw them in the air as high as I could. Not sure how hard in the air I could throw you, but because of that, I did learn to braid hair from my sister. I learned how to bench press at least 4 kids at once because of me brothers. And sometimes all you need to de-stress is to spend time with the people you actually like.
Okay. But Talon, you say that you're reading that book of yours.
Sadly, yes.
Can I try to braid your hair? Please.
He looks at his dreadlocks. I mean,
I'm not going to try and do something like those, but turn those into something like you did with my hair.
Oh, okay. I thought you were suggesting that I undo all of these because I do not want to know what my hair looks like without.
No, there is a reason why my hair is normally just my hair. I
have more than shoulder-length long dreads. I do not want to know what they would look like if they were not like this.
I was mostly just thinking the dreadlocks.
Okay, sure. Well, I read you can do that.
Hey.
And you know what, Fyria? I'm going to let you in on a little secret that no one else in the party knows. And I'll go and I'll whisper something in Fyria's ear. I'll DM it to you, Limey.
Give it to me too, so I know what she knows.
Okay. No. 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 That
Hmm? What are you saying, Lonnie?
sibling. Whatever. People.
Lonnie, you're cutting out a lot, by the way.
You're cutting out real hard.
I mean, that's perfect because no one else is supposed to know.
Lonnie, are you there? What happened?
I get the
Ivy is
feeling that
secretly
we
your
are all
sister.
cutting out.
No,
It's just you.
No, it was just you. I heard that. I heard that just fine.
Yeah.
Try speaking.
When he whispers in their ear, they lean back aghast and like, no. No. No, that makes me the older sibling. That doesn't work. No.
I am older than you in soul. How about that?
That is acceptable.
Out of character, but Talon just revealed his age to Fyria.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know. I
You are
do as I
much
can.
older in soul and spirit.
I've been told that. I've been told a lot that I have an old soul.
Hmm.
But yeah,
It helps with your wisdom.
yes. I can thank that to my father. He's a very wise man. But yes, now you know something about me that no one else knows. Well, in the party at least. And just pats them on the shoulder.
They sort of go. They sort of bounce on their toes and pull on his shoulder, and they're gonna whisper something back.
Hey,
I demand to know this as well.
I demand.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was picked up on mic, but I hope it was.
it was.
Slammed the table. Okay, good.
Yeah, it did.
Good. Is that good or bad?
Let me know what it is, Lammy. I need to see this.
Okay.
Batalon will just look back and go, if you pay close attention, these days mine are never in the same location.
I'll be honest. I have no idea if it's good or bad. I'm just not dealing with it right now. They pull on their on the long sleeve gloves.
Yeah. Batalon will go, okay. He will go and sit down on the floor, take out a book and go, okay, get to work. Just looking back at him. Come on,
They
this hair's
will
not going
sit-
to braid itself.
They
I don't know.
will sit down behind him and get to work.
I just love the idea that this was the conversation. The one in Roll20 chat that this was what was going on.
You guys have made a canon.
When they started the conversation and he said no one is perfect is when Julius went, Julius is perfect.
Yeah, he just didn't pay you mind. He's mostly gotten over the thing. Still a little upset.
Get off the fucking nest!
I will mention offhandedly why Batalon was upset in the first place to Fyria while his hair's. I'll DM you about that because
They consider for a long time and then they go, well, it's a good thing we didn't.
Why does this keep happening? I don't hear her again.
Oh, yes. Well, no, it's wrong to form a sacrifice. It's more self-sacrifice, not sacrificing us. He had 8 tentacles at one point. He then, to say it's one of the legends, is that he sacrificed one of his own tentacles in a battle to protect the island of Talazi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very.
He's a very caring god, from what I know at least. I don't know everything about him, but I know a bit.
I can get behind that.
And I did DM you on you why the exact reason why he was upset. So there
Yeah.
you go. But yes, mainland.
You guys finally, after all of this time on the ocean, are finally heading back to the mainland. It's glorious. You look
I
out and you
say we
see
didn't spend
land
enough
for
time on the
lands. Or like how the ocean was, it went in like every direction. This is the land going in every direction, and it's glorious.
I actually want to do something with mainland group.
We also need to be told how much gold we found in there because you didn't do that.
Yeah, that too.
429 gold.
Oh, get rid of the 9. Throw 9 out.
Divided by 5 is 80. 81 apiece. Or no. 84 apiece. 85?
Well,
Something
Sam,
like
it's divided by 6.
that. No, the captain didn't get.
No, Sam, box.
Oh yeah, he's not here.
You found him.
Colin will insist.
That's rude.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Because he
There we
was
go.
here for it.
71, so...
Everyone gets 71, and Julius will probably keep the leftover couple coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just 3 points that Julius gets is fine.
Someone at Comic is saying he got 71 gold pieces.
Oh, that made my fucking gold an even number. Oh, beautiful. Thank God. That was bothering me. Oh, wait. I might have done this math wrong. I'm an idiot. I did do it wrong.
You only have 90 gold?
No. That's the last 2 numbers of my gold.
I've given you a lot more than that.
I have 290 gold on me right now.
So we need to get back to the guild, correct?
Millie nods her head.
That's right, yes.
Has it changed?
Julius guesses so.
We've been on the ocean for a couple days. Has Nat turned back?
No.
Oh.
Haha.
She's
Julius
still
thinks
Scared.
red and yellow and blue streaks in her hair.
Millie very gently cups her cheeks. Breathe, love. Breathe.
How's it going, Dejan?
Breathe.
She is.
Julius thinks maybe we should look into getting Nathalda fixed first. Julius can't look at her anymore without getting sick.
Well, we might be able to get her fixed at the guild. Remember, isn't that where they got my werewolf problem fixed?
She nods her head.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, you are looking better. I'm getting used to the coloration.
Julius isn't.
Still say you have motion sickness.
Julius starts moving around. No, feel fine.
It's not quite how that works.
Starts dancing again. Still feeling fine.
Oh. We'll get you fixed up, sweetie. It'll be okay. She pats her side.
Who is Carl? Oh yeah, is that our donkey? No, yeah.
It's a mule.
Carl unfortunately died of coronavirus while we were off
Oh! Leave Carl alone.
So,
We get back and he's just
I love how just done he sounded in that exact moment. Just why?
Bad taste.
Yeah, donkey does taste bad.
Oh my god. Come on. Let's head back and see if we can fix this. Please, God, let's hope we can fix this.
If not, Julius is still willing to paint her. 2 coats, all it would take. Maybe a bit of primer.
Alright, so heading back to the guild takes the usual amount of time that it takes to get back, so that's no issues there.
That's considering killing some people. It's fine.
And that's just net on the daily.
No!
So,
Oh.
you guys get back. The guild is still there. You're still in Le Crozon. You guys can head in and get your payment and all that other fun stuff as you wish.
I'm gonna go to the magic area first so that we can get this off of her.
You have to go through the front desk first because you don't have the pass to be able to constantly go to the magic area.
Ah, that's right. Oh,
Yeah, you have to have a special pass to go to the magic area, basically saying that you are allowed.
magic.
Shh, Julius wishes to go shopping.
We can go shopping in just a bit.
how much are we getting paid for this exactly?
You're being paid in total for this because of how much it was affecting things such as trade. You're being paid 6,000 gold pieces. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was really affecting businesses with having the pirates doing what they were doing.
I think you're pro climbing.
So we get 1,000 gold each.
Yep.
No, we get a bit more because because on this one, Comic's not getting paid.
That's right.
He wasn't here for
So 1,200 each.
1,200 each. He wasn't here for like the
We
actual.
found him in the box.
Just at the beginning. Yeah, exactly.
Julius is up to nearly 2,000 gold.
Same.
You killed her.
Hey guys, remember those fight pits?
It's held once a month. That's the problem. I don't think we've been gone long enough.
You've been gone
Or
nearly.
we've been gone for too long.
Well, how far was it there, girl? Like to get there and back? Well, how much was it? Or how long was it?
To get there and back took round about a couple weeks at least.
Just travel?
Yeah.
Then we spent like 4 days, 5 days there, right? Counting travel from the islands to islands and just staying.
About 4 or 5 days on Wayfinder Island and hopping between the islands. And
Yeah.
then a week there to Wayfinder Island, and then assuming a week back from Wayfinder Island, and then however long it took for us to get from La Corazon to the port, as well as on the way back.
So probably about 3 weeks we were there.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a messaging system part of this guild?
In this guild, yeah.
How much would it be to get a message possibly to Talazi?
depends. They don't have many people who they have in Talazi to relegate with, as it were. But they
Yeah.
can certainly try. It would just take
I'd like-
about
yeah.
for the travel fares and whatnot, about 100 gold.
That's a fucking lot. Okay, yeah, sure.
Well, it's just because of getting there is the issue.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm paying 100 gold. Now I'll write out a letter to you eventually. Just say what it says.
Yep.
I'm very happy Batalon doesn't care that much about money. This makes that 100 gold hit a lot easier.
Oh! Damn!
Yes.
Since I sent a letter to home ages ago.
Yep.
There's
There's a message waiting for you.
That is.
I'll pick up the letter. Excuse me. First of all, first things first. I really needed a magic district. Can I get there now that we've gone through this?
You speak with the person there, and at first like, what do you need? And then they look at Nat and they're like, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, she was.
Yes.
She really wants this reversed.
That's certainly different. You're likely going to need them to look over and review it to ensure what caused it. Because I have not seen that myself before. That's certainly different.
Some strange spell was shot from. What was it, Ron?
No. She got
What
stabbed.
was it?
Dagger.
Oh,
I have been stabbed by many things, but this has never been one of the side effects.
since I was literally right beside her when this occurred, can I describe the dagger?
Yeah, no, it looked like a damn normal-ass dagger.
Oh, fuck!
That's why this is so weird.
Then yeah. Oh, fuck. I'll go and try and find someone to help her reverse this.
Okay.
This ain't normal.
Nope, not normal at all.
We managed to find someone.
Yep, you do manage to find someone to speak with in
Thank
regards
God.
to this. When you show it to them, they kind of look at you just like, okay. Is this magical in nature? Are you aware of that?
Yes, yes it is.
Okay, they will attempt to cast Detect Magic. They will kind of look at you and be like, okay, so first of all, you don't know what you're talking about. Good to know.
Not magical. Lovely.
Which means that this is something more akin to something more within my realms of likely being something more of a curse. See how much they know.
What kind of curse?
I'm going to have to consult with a few colleagues to verify, just to make sure. It'll be a little bit of time. Just know that it likely will cost you 500 gold to get this changed, depending upon what is required. And they will
Noted.
take a step back.
Does the fact that I received this on a job have any
They give you a look.
say?
You
in
have
the-
the opportunity to use our services. Yes.
Oh, goodness. Don't worry, I'll cover it for you, and she'll pat her shoulder.
No, I can afford it.
Jesus Christ. I want to know what this is. Like, legit.
They're
God,
going to
fucking
consult with some
curse me.
colleagues and be like, hey! And another person's going to come out. I need to go to speak with another colleague.
I'm just gonna hit me with that. This doesn't get changed. You're like this forever.
Right.
It takes basically 4 people coming over just like, I do not know. This is not something I have seen before. Hold on, let me grab another colleague. It's a little bit ridiculous, and you're just like, oh god.
I just want to know at this point what the hell it is.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The fourth colleague takes one look at you and just like, is this not normal for you?
No, she's normally blue.
Well, blue is certainly a color you can say as being good or bad, I suppose. Is there, here, turn to the left, turn to the right. I have seen stranger things. Once saw a person growing a second head. Not pleasant.
Billy just looks at Nat. This entire time she's been trying not to laugh whenever there's a bit of orange on her.
If you really must know, what were you facing?
Sahagwin.
I beg pardon?
Sahagwin.
Shark people, generally
Fish people.
unfriendly.
Fish people.
No, I
specifically.
know what they are, but I'm saying you're sure it was Sahagwin?
Really gives the look of, really? Do I look unsure?
Is that I am confused because they are not the ones who would have such things as Demon Ichor.
Well,
Wait, hang on, as well?
well.
Demon Ichor. It is a it is an Ichor from demons. Generally unpleasant, causing very bad side effects. Usually you have to be in lower planes for it to actually have any effect on you.
Well, they were trying to summon something when we jumped in, so
You may have been close enough to a portal that it may have allowed for some resonance between the planes, which is not necessarily a great thing to hear, but it means that you were able to be, well, changed in color. Your first assumption was correct. He turns to one of his colleagues when he's saying that. It would be a greater restoration. Do you have the diamonds for that? They go, yes, I do. And they look to you like 500 gold,
I give him 500 gold.
and they will
I'll
cast greater
stop her and
restoration.
hand 250 at least.
I sleight of hand the 250.
You're
Go
literally
ahead and
standing in
try.
front of people. There's not exactly a way for you to sleight of hand this.
As long as I can sleight of hand it from her.
Welcome to
I'm
try.
saying, she's people mad.
That's fine.
At least let me pay for half, you stubborn little orange thing.
She is technically red and yellow, but this is not my place to say anything.
I've been looking at her bruises for like 3 days.
Oh.
If you really don't want me to pay, then let's do it this way. I'll pay for half and you can pay me back with something else. How about that?
Alright.
I'll give him half. It's kind of my fault that you're like this. She's back to normal. Yay, thank God. Jesus. Okay, wait, I'll ask him, like, what... This is caused by Demon Ichor, is what he said. Does it have, like... Does this specific effect have any kind of name?
No, it is random. As I said, one of the people who I treated had a second head growing out of them.
Do you know what other potential effects there might be, or how to counteract it other than, you know, greater restoration, something that would stop it from happening just in general?
To stop it, don't get hit.
Is there a way to potentially identify that a weapon?
Generally, it will be covered in some sort of viscous-looking slime. depending upon how bad the ichor is. Sometimes it's more of a thin. It's like trying to identify a poison on a weapon. You're not exactly going to see it on it and be like, ah, that is poisoned, unless it is exceptionally covered by poison.
That's fair. She'll hold her hand out to them. Thank you for your help, Mr.
Brother. My name is Brother Udair.
Thank you for your help, Brother Uda.
How do I spell the last name? Thank you. I see you typing.
I hope his first name isn't brother.
That's what it's. I don't know, man. Okay.
No, I am part of the clergy. That's we call each other brother.
I have to stop myself from doing a very obvious joke.
I don't know what joke you are speaking of.
Bro, if you'll stop taking my out of character shit.
Then don't say it out of character. Just say out of character first.
Fucking Metal Gear joke is so easy to make.
Snake! Liquid snake!
Oh, head. When she's been treated. So, did I like miss the opportunity to get orange juice out of you?
No, but I have gained an opportunity.
She's giving you this shit-eating grin.
If you think that is good,
I cast Minor Illusion.
What did you do? What did you do to me?
I didn't do anything to you, no.
Okay.
I would like to create like a really crude like image of what I did look like.
Okay.
now I get to torment Julius whenever I want.
Oh, you're evil.
This is not even the best way I could do this. I can't do that yet, but I will be able to.
Just shakes her head. You can tell she's not going to try and stop this at all. I'll head. After all this, I'll head to the mailbox. Because I want that letter still, but fuck, she needed to get treated.
Nathala, you just hear a whisper in your ear. Be careful what you start.
Did you actually follow them all the way here?
I not, but someone is. Julius is going shopping.
Remind me again what you both said in your letters, just so I can make sure that the responses are correct.
You talking to me as well, I'm guessing?
If you sent one off, yes.
You
You went shopping first. You didn't go to check the letters, but I'd also like that, yes.
Well, mine wasn't as much of, the letter was, here, I hope this helps, and it was more
right.
about sending a sack of gold.
Gotcha. So you do not get a reply letter.
Yeah, he sent a sack of gold, and the letter was, I hope this helps.
Don, real quick.
Hmm.
Last time I was in the magic section of the guild, I got the rapier that I have now, and the guy said that part of the payment would be taken out of my next job's payment.
Yes.
So how much is that I now also do not have?
You didn't pay anything before, so it would have been 500 gold.
All right.
I am really glad that I took half for that fucking payment. So you at least have something left. I'm already well off. The most I can think would be, mm, there's no chance anyone's an expert in terms of abyssal things in this place, is there?
In terms of abyssal, ask.
Yes. Hang on just a second. Someone can do something else. I'll do this in just a moment. Mom's knocking on the wall. Be right back.
Okay. I'll put that in DMs later.
Okay.
Just double checking that. But yeah, so for Paris and Faria, I will let you know what the letters say later. No worries. Alright, so is there anything else you guys wish to do? I know that you were going to go and look over the goodie bags that you can try and get a hold of. Was there anything?
What goodie bags?
Not you, Julius.
No, because after shopping, I'm gonna take a portion of what I have left and send it again out. So mostly, yeah, for Julius, it's shopping and a couple other nothing that you know what I mean of
Right.
significance.
Okay. Alright, so I think we'll actually end the session there. I will go over a few of the different things that you guys can look for or look into. So that way you guys can get that taken care of for next session, so we can head into you guys either looking for new stuff, or like as in jobs and work and such, or trying to figure out what's going on with the area you were just in. Because obviously you're back in the city. I'm not going to just take you guys out of the city immediately. I'm going to let you guys have some time to actually, live lives and be good people. Or not good people, however you want to be. I'm not going to force
Julius
you
is
to be one way or
perfect.
another. Depends who you speak with, of course. But yes, that'll be where we will end it. So for everyone watching, thank you all so much for watching with us. This has been great. We finally had fixed the audio issues we've been having on my other stuff, which turns out audio input and output coming out of the same cord was making them just hate me and life and just kill the stuff was coming from my friends. So I sounded fine. No one else did. And I am sorry about that. Hopefully we will be able to never have this issue again. Hopefully. We'll see. In the meantime, though, thank you all so much for watching with us. We hope you have a fantastic, this is Easter Sunday, so have happy Easter. And until next time, we've been with Team Cup. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye!
Boy.